4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition, liftoff.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from pad 40 and throttled down to prepare for max Q, which is coming up at T plus 1 minute.
Power and telemetry nominal.
1 minute and about 12 seconds. Max Q is the highest amount of aerodynamic pressures. That's the largest structural load that the vehicle will see on ascent. We throttle down those engines just to pass through max Q, and then we'll throttle them back up once we pass through that period.
Falcon 9 is supersonic. Maximum dynamic pressure.
And great news, we have passed through max Q. You're getting some excellent views there on your screen. Next up, we have a few events happening back to back. That will be MECO, stage separation, and SES-1. MECO is main engine cutoff, and that's where we'll shut down all 9 of the M1D engines to slow the vehicle down in preparation for its next event, which is
MVAC chill has started.
stage separation. And that's where the first stage separates from the second stage. Right after stage separation, the first stage will begin its journey back to Earth for landing on our drone ship, a shortfall of gravitas. And during that time, stage 2 will continue on its journey with that third event, SES-1 or second stage engine start 1. And that is where the single Merlin vacuum engine will light up and propel the second stage along with ESA's Euclid spacecraft to orbit. In addition to these 3 major events, the fairing halves will separate less than a minute after SES-1, so keep an eye out for all of those events coming up here in just about 15 seconds or so. Again, coming up, we have MECO, stage separation, and SES-1.
Main engine cutoff. Stage separation confirmed. MVAC ignition.
Some really cool views of MECO stage separation, and on your right-hand screen, you can see that the MVAC engine has ignited.
Both vehicles are following nominal trajectories.
On your left-hand screen, the grid fins on the first stage are deploying, and in about 15 seconds or so, we should have fairing separation. And a very cool view from the ground.
Fairing separation confirmed.
And there you can see on your right-hand screen that the fairing halves have deployed. Now, as I mentioned previously, both fairing halves are brand new and are now making their way back down to Earth and will be recovered by our recovery vessel, Doug, today. It is T plus 4 minutes into today's mission. And in order to complete today's landing, the first stage has 2 more burns left. Next up is the entry burn, and that's where 3 of the Merlin 1D engines will reignite. This helps to slow the vehicle down as it re-enters the upper parts of the Earth's atmosphere. Now, that entry burn is coming up in about a couple minutes from now, and that entry burn will last about 20 seconds long. And what you're looking at on your screen, on your left-hand side, is a view from the first stage vehicle, currently making its way back down to Earth, which you can see in the background. And on your right-hand screen is a view from the second stage looking